What? I did not put my slow hands on him like sweat driven down dirty laundry. That's ridiculous. No. If anything, all I did was strip that down. Sorry. That's lyrics from one half of One Direction, of course, Al Horn, and the late Liam Payne with Slow Hands and Strip That Down. This is UCFM, and that's definitely what just played on the radio. Just kidding. It's actually, well, it is UCFM, but it's actually Tried But True. The best show on the entire market, broadcast, like whatever. You know it, and if you don't know it, you're not in the know, and you suck, and you're a loser. But guess what? It's okay. You can come back. It's only episode 2. I'm Jasper, and yeah. So, I haven't seen you for 2 weeks? 2 Fridays ago, right? A lot has changed since then. As you may know, I was really into new metal. Not really anymore. Not my vibe. In fact, never heard of it. Never seen it, never heard it, never listened. But now, we are locked in. We are in the apex of music. And that is, I'll be so real, I completely forget. What music am I listening to? I know we have a whole segment, and we will talk about it more. Mayhem by Lady Gaga. I'm going to talk about that more in the last segment, but Mayhem by Lady Gaga, that's what I've been listening to. And that, honestly, Mayhem is the only good thing that's happened to me in the last couple of days. Especially today. Oh my god. First of all, I was really late to record today because I stayed up till 4 a.m. Was I on purpose? No. Did I kind of do it to myself because I stayed up on purpose till 4 a.m. 2 nights ago and my sleep hasn't improved? Yes. Did I just talk outside the mic so you probably didn't hear it? You know it. But anyway, so yes, I was nearly late. My makeup trashed. The outfit is crazy. Actually, it's kind of good. It's a pretty well put together outfit. But I'm wearing sport shorts and not my Converse. What? I own other shoes than Converse. If you don't know me, that doesn't matter to you. But if you do know me, that's surprising. I'm wearing the Nike runners, you know what? You know exactly what I'm talking about, the black and white ones. You know exactly what I'm on about. Anyway, that's irrelevant. Because we're not talking about my bad day. We're here to talk about, what are we here to talk about? That's a good question. Lots of stuff. But yeah, it's a bad day. And I'll be honest, I completely forgot because this is my 3rd time recording. Because I just fumbled the first 2 because I'm flustered, I'm stressed out, I'm hot. The air conditioner is on and it's cold outside, but I am hot. I'm sweating. Oh my god. And I am out of breath. And I just made eye contact with someone once again. People need to stop making eye contact with me when I record. That should be put into law. Next person to do it, gone. To the gallows. Seriously. Anyway, so if you tuned in last week, also, did I introduce what we're doing? I didn't. This is Tried But True. I'm Jasper, your host, and every episode I try something new. And yeah, I don't think I introduced, and if I did, we'll cut it out in post. But anyway, as I was saying, if you listen to last episode, I'll be real, was ill prepared. Was not a good episode. Did I listen to it? Yes. Did I kind of laugh? Yes. Did I make my friends listen to it? Only one, but more did. And in fact, technically, we have an international audience now because of that. So you're welcome. UCFM going global. But anyway, we were ill-prepared last week, so I have changed that. Now, I'm looking at my document for the podcast episode today. Guess what? You have to scroll. Yeah. And 2 scrolls too. Not just one flick. 2. So I think that's pretty prepared. And I think I should get the Pulitzer or whatever for best podcast because I just did it. But anyway, so I do have some stuff written down that is highlighted in pink, of course. On God, I recently watched that movie Babes. I think it's on Netflix, and I forget the actors in it, but essentially it's about two friends where one just had a baby and the other is pregnant. And the one who had the baby has a whole family and like is trying to do work-life balance. And then the other one is a single mother. And like they are like family and and it's actually so good. A, it's hilarious. B, it's just a good comedy movie. Like it's a good buddy like duo. Love it. And they have such good chemistry. There is one thing that really annoys me. There's one scene where the like secondary character, I guess, like the main character is a single mom, the other one, she like has red lipstick on, and then the next scene she has no lipstick on, and it really annoys me. But anyway, so yeah. Okay, now these, I don't know if I'm going to talk about this one, but this is just what I have. I hate when people don't get the trend. Actually, I do want to talk about this. So I hate when like celebrities or like big companies like do a trend but do it wrong. Like on TikTok, like they just don't get the joke. Peeves me off serious big time. This one is so serious. I'm not going to get into it because I think this is technically a comedy podcast because I'm technically funny. And that's what everyone says. I got so many reviews and so much feedback, and they said, you are technically being funny. Just kidding. I'm the only one who has ever said I'm funny. Yet, I think I'm funny. Anyway, I digress. Another one. Yeah, this is super serious. Won't talk about it, but labels are dehumanizing us. Yeah. That's like one of my like serious writing topics, like not one of my funny podcast moments. But anyway. Ooh. Now, I'm going to talk about Ëyeliner Perez for a second. For context, have I watched it? No. Will I watch it? No. Do I have any interest in watching it? No. But, like, from what I know, this is what I know because I watched that one scene and I have seen Katia on the Bold and the Beautiful podcast talk about it, is that it's about a trans woman, or trans women, like 4 of them. And it's just really bad. It's a really bad musical. And apparently it's really offensive. Like, Mexican people are very offended by it, apparently. And Zoe Saldana, who won an Oscar for it. Mind you, Wicked came out this year. Mind you, Wicked was nominated. But Zoe Saldana for Ëyeliner Perez won this. Yeah, she was like, well, I'm sorry you're offended, but I disagree and you're wrong. And I think she literally said, it's not about Mexico, like it's a universal story and it could be placed anywhere. So I have written down, if a French director puts American actors in Mexico, why is Mexico not important? Like, why did you choose Mexico if it's not important? Put it in LA. Put it in Paris. Is Paris in French? France? Yes, it is. Oh my god. Sorry. Stupid moment. Yeah. Well, that was kind of quick. It's been like 10 minutes, although it's only been like 4. I'm yapping serious style. Yeah, I think that's really all I have to talk about. Let's get into our very first segment. I'm going to be so real. I did the first minute of that, realized it wasn't recorded. Started again, pressed record, realized the microphone was off. So, I'm actually going to go home now. End of the episode. I'm done. I'm over it. Brother. Just kidding. You don't get off that easily. No, we are going to introduce our brand new segment. As the crowd goes wild, yes, we still have a live studio audience. Welcome to the stage, the new segment, Info Dump. Woo! My first intro was so much better. I was so excited. But to be honest, you can only do an introduction so many times before you're over it. You know what I mean? But yeah, Info Dump, essentially what this segment is going to be, is I am going to Info Dump. What? The crowd is confused. The crowd is stunned. They don't get how the title and the thing I'm doing relate it. They don't get it. Just so we all know, the studio is full of dumb people. Yeah. All the stupidest people I know. Which, if you know me, you're not here, so you're not stupid, are you? They're still going, I'm letting them quiet down so they can hear me. That's what, I'm definitely not reading my notes. But yeah, and each episode I do this segment, I'm going to do a different thing. I hope you didn't hear my notification just go off. I should have turned that off. Anyway, I'm actually going to do that right now. So our first topic, you're going to love this. This is so not niche. It is the pay-per-view from WWE Evolution in 2018 from October 26th. I don't know what day. All I know is that it wasn't Halloween, but it was near Halloween. It was in October though, because I remember, because that year's game came out a few days earlier or a few days later, and I was very disappointed because Evolution wasn't on the game, obviously. Yes. So yeah, background. I don't watch wrestling anymore, but I used to be obsessed, and I am still obsessed with wrestling video games. If you remember from earlier when I said I was playing a video game, it was a new one. It is very good. I'm very excited. You can do men vs women matches now, which I just heard music, sorry. Oh, sorry. I just heard the other studio. They distracted me. Arrest them. Kill them. Now I've actually lost my train of thought. Yeah, so I love wrestling video games. The new one, it's great. You can do men vs women's matches, which is like the main thing. Which, like, obviously, the things depicted are not great, but also it's a fighting game, and like most fighting games with male and female characters, you can face them off. And it's been really fun. I love beating up, like, Randy Orton with bloody Rhea Ripley. I've never done that match. Those are just the most popular wrestlers, I think. Anyway. So yes, I want to talk about Evolution because it was WWE's first and only so far women's pay-per-view. Now, I don't have notes for this because straight up, one of my favorite all-time pay-per-views, I remember it. I only didn't remember one match, and I watched some of it before I came here. But yeah, from memory, it took place in Chicago because I don't know why it's Chicago, but it was Chicago, and it was very important for some people. Anyway, it was really cool. They did like a red carpet, and the reason... Sorry, I'm just jumping between stuff. The reason I decided to do Evolution is like multiple things. One, they recently announced that they were planning on doing a second one, which, yay, I will be watching it. I don't watch wrestling anymore, and I think it's gonna not be greatly booked, but it'll be good matches, and I'm gonna watch it. But also I did it because earlier today, so I record on Tuesday, so you can't really see it anymore, sorry. You should be following me on Instagram anyway. I did a little rant about the current head guy, like person in charge, who was like, oh, women get to main event when they've earned it. And for context, the women's divisions are horribly booked at the moment, in my opinion, and in most people's opinions. Like, yeah, they have one good feud going right now, but it is rare, and they tend to ruin it, and it's just all over the place. And they're losing women left, right, and center. They went from the greatest women's division just a few years ago to one of the worst. Like, I would rather watch 2012 WWE women than current day, and I'm being so real. Yeah. But anyway, so the head guy, who famously is not great to women, the reason why I got really angry is because he said that. And I was like, hey, you literally cheated on your girlfriend with the boss's daughter to get ahead. And do you know what? And she literally got fired, and you did not care. Even when you had power, you didn't do anything. When she got blacklisted, nothing. It took until years after her death, in like 2019, 2018? 2019. Maybe, yeah, 2019. It took you until 2019 to acknowledge she existed. And that woman is China. China is one of the greatest women's superstars, greatest wrestlers ever. She has had so many amazing moments. She was so ahead of her time. She should have been world champion. And the fact that she didn't is insane. She was intercontinental champion, which is sick, slay, and epic. But yeah, anyway. So yeah, I want to talk about that because Evolution was a really key point. Okay, so I'm going to start even though I'm like 5 minutes in. So background for Evolution is like in 2018 and 2017, but mainly 2018 and then 2019, the women were doing a lot of stuff. There was a lot of first evers. They did the first ever Women's Royal Rumble. They recently were about to announce the Women's Tag Championships. They did the first ever Women's Hell in a Cell match the year before in 2017. Ronda Rousey was there and she was making it poppin', even though I don't like Ronda Rousey as a person. She is a phenomenal wrestler. I'm never going to take that away from her. But yeah, okay. So let's talk about it. So from memory, the card, in order, I'm going to mess it up, but this is what I think the card was. It was a battle royal with people like Nia Jax, who won it, I believe, Tamina, Amber Moon, Alundra Blaze, who's one of the greatest wrestlers ever too, Ivory, the Iconics, which is my favorite tag team of all time, Michelle McCool, a few other people who I can't quite remember. And then it was a tag match between Trish Stratus and Lita versus Mickie James and Alicia Fox with Alexa Bliss at ringside, which was really random because it was meant to be Alexa Bliss versus Trish Stratus, but Alexa was injured. And then I think Mickie versus Lita was meant to happen because Mickie retired Lita. I think that was the story going into it. And then Alicia was just there. Alicia happened to be friends with Alexa. That was like an okay match. It was a very like generic, traditional, the heroes win tag match. They did some good moves, don't get me wrong. But it was not Trish or Lita's best match since coming back in 2018 because they both returned in the Rumble as well. And then what was the next match? I think it was the NXT Women's Championship. It was I can't say her name, Kairi Sane versus Shayna Baszler, which was a pretty good match. That whole storyline though, from memory, was like weird, and they like moved the belt back and forth, and they went from having Shayna being a super dominant champion to losing. Like that was her first loss, I think, or something, or it was like a super long reign. It was a good match though, and then I think Kairi lost it that match. Yes, she had it and then she lost it. And then it was the Mae Young Classic final, which was Toni Storm versus Io Shirai, now Io Sky. That's the match I don't remember. It was pretty good. I thought Io won, but she didn't. Toni won, which is kind of funny because when you look at it now, Io Sky is one of WWE's biggest stars, and Toni Storm went to the competition. And I just think that's crazy. And also crazy how much they both changed. Like Io Sky in 2018 versus 2025 is like such elevation. And then Toni Storm, if you don't know, look at like, I don't know, just Google or like YouTube Toni Storm promo 2024 or 2025. She is insanely good. Like her character is one of the best in wrestling at the moment, and I stand by that. Anyway, and then it was the SmackDown Women's Championship, which was Becky Lynch versus Charlotte Flair in a last woman standing match. Yes, there was a last woman standing match. I remember because it was a bloody brilliant match. Oh my god, that storyline was bunked as hell. So, okay, if you don't know, because you probably don't because you're not a wrestling fan, which is weird, why aren't you a wrestling fan? I thought we were on the same page. But, yeah. I'm getting so flustered. Anyway, so at that time, Becky Lynch and Charlotte Flair were feuding, and everyone loved Becky Lynch, but the company wanted everyone to love Charlotte, even though the way they booked made Charlotte meant Becky Flair. Becky Lynch should have won. Becky Lynch did not win. Just by the way. Well, actually, no. she was losing, and then at SummerSlam, they did a match between her, Becky, Charlotte, and Carmella, who Carmella is one of the most underrated superstar wrestlers ever, and had one of the best SmackDown Women's Championship reigns, and you cannot convince me otherwise, and her Money in the Bank cash-in is the best one ever. Look it up, it is so good, because my favourite tag team debuted, and she won, and it was really good, and she deserved it, and then she got fired last month, and it was really weird, because she was just out with a kid. Anyway, and then, but yeah, that was anyway, so I think by this time they were still making Becky the heel. So they did the last women's standing match, and it was so good. It was I think generally I had a little look at Cage Match, which is basically IMDb for wrestling, and the entire card had a 7.84 rating, but the last women's standing match had a 9.02 out of 10, which is impressive and amazing, and it deserved that. 387 people put that there, and I am one of them. I'm not one of the people, but I agree with it. And then the final match, anyway, that was a good match, but it wasn't the main event for some reason. The main event was Nikki Bella versus Ronda Rousey. Now, I don't think people understand how much this meant to me. Every time Nikki Bella comes back, I care, I'm locked in. Because when she got injured in 2014 or 2015 and she came back, in 2016, and she came back in late 2016, I was locked in. She was part of the Women's SmackDown 6. Best period of SmackDown for women ever. They need to bring that stuff back. But then when she returned in the Rumble in 2018, that was good as well. When she came back in 2022, that was sick. When she came back in January, sick. I'm happy for her every time. I love Nikki Bella. I love Brie Bella more. That's her sister, her twin. But I love them both. Anyway, so Ronda Rousey versus Nikki Bella. I'll be so honest. I remember thinking Nikki Bella needs to win this match. And she didn't. She did not win the match for some reason. Actually, I get why. But I kind of wish they did Nikki Bella. Even if it was a cheap finish and she went and she immediately lost it again. I just think she deserves to be a women's champion because she was only the Divas champion. And hate her or love her, she's a very controversial person. But the fact is, Nikki Bella and all the people, the women's reality TV show, they had a show called Total Divas, and that was massive, and that brought in a lot of people. Anyway, so yeah, that was a really good match. But not according to these people, it only got a 5.83, and it went for 15 minutes. And the other match went for nearly 30 minutes. So I don't get that. I don't get why they didn't have the last women's standing match end it. Because in reality, okay. Also, just the way they ended it was so corny. Ronda won, and then they all went up on the stage, everyone who was there, and they all celebrated because they're like, oh, look at us. We're women and we're getting it done. I was like, girl, you don't need to do that. Ronda Rousey does not need to sit up there and be like, women power. I'm sorry, she doesn't. Nikki Bella does not need to do that. Becky Lynch does not need to do that. Bloody, I'm going to look at the battle royal so I can make this joke. Kelly does not need to do that. Kelly was in this match. I love Kelly. Oh my god, and Maria Kanellis. That was a good bloody battle royal. Damn, I miss 2018. I yearn for 2018 wrestling. Do you want... No, I was going to say, do you want to hear the eliminations? You don't. The last person eliminated was Amber Moon, who's in AEW now, by Nia Jax, who was just champion. So that's kind of crazy. Okay, anyway. I fear I'm way over time, and I did not anticipate talking this long about a WWE event. Okay, last thing I'm going to talk about is gears, because gear is so important. I can guarantee every time I talk about wrestling, I will talk about gears. Best gear of the thing, I honestly don't know. I think most people would agree Alexa Bliss had a really good one because she went as like her Alicia and Mickey went as Alice in Wonderland. So Alexa was Alice, Mickey was the Mad Hatter, or no, Mickey was the Queen of Hearts. Alicia was the Mad Hatter. My God. But I don't know, I really like Maria Kanellis. Actually, I feel like that's underrated. I definitely downloaded that and put that gear on her in the game. Definitely was not Sasha Banks. Sasha Banks was also there. That's the match I forgot. Sorry. There was also a 3-on-3 match between Bayley, Natalya, and Sasha Banks versus the Riot Squad, which was Liv Morgan, Ruby Riott, and Sarah Logan. Which Ruby Riott is retired from wrestling, I believe, but the other two are in WWE now. Yeah. Ooh, maybe Trish. Trish had a good one. Lita had a good one. Oh my God, no. Nikki and Brie. The Bella Twins had the best one. They had like a camo one. Like because of the Bella Army. I'm part of the Bella Army. Loved that. Okay, cool. Oh my God, no. Alundra Blaze. Alundra Blaze had the best one. I can't make a decision, but Alundra Blaze. Because she had like a famous one from SummerSlam 1995 when she faced Bull Nakano. And like, it's her most famous gear. And she wore it, but this time it's like she wore pants instead of shorts. It is so cool. I love throwback gears like that. It was amazing. And then she got eliminated weird because her knees bunked. But yeah, I love Evolution. I hope they do a second one. Okay, here's what we're going to do. If they do a second one, my prediction for one match they're going to do that they have to do, or don't have to, but they should, I think they're going to do Rhea Ripley is going to face... No. Trish Stratus is going to face Liv Morgan. That's what they're going to do. Or no. They're going to do Liv Morgan versus Tiffany Stratton. No, Tiffany Stratton versus Trish Stratus. I feel like they've kind of set that up. Or even like... Charlotte has to have a match. But she's still going to defend the title because she'll probably have the title in June. Yeah, I don't know. Oh, I hope Chelsea Green needs to have a street fight against someone. Chelsea Green versus Trish Stratus for the US Championship in an Extreme Rules hardcore match. That is what I want to see. They will not do it, but I want to see it. Please. Oh my God. Chelsea Green, please have an all-time banger Extreme Rules match with Trish Stratus. You can do it. It's going to be so good. Please. I need Trish Stratus to put Chelsea Green through a table. I love Chelsea Green. That wasn't like it. She's the best. She bled recently. She's a queen of Extreme Rules matches in WWE, and she was that girl before she came to WWE. But yeah, I am way over time. Like I have... Oh, no, it's okay. We'll just cut a segment. It's fine. Or maybe I won't. You'll never know. Ooh. But yeah. That's the end of the segment. See you in a second. Okay, now we're going to do our very penultimate, far out, the second last segment. I'm hanging my head in shame right now. Sorry, I just turned off my mic to adjust my seat. I don't know why. So there's just like 5 seconds of nothing. Anyway, yes, a second last segment, the most important segment, the title character, as it were. It's I guess the segment's called Tried But True. And today, what is tried is Ëyeliner and Philly Cheesesteak. But is it true? Sorry. I'll be so honest. When I was thinking what to do, I was going to do the Enlighten festival, but as I told you, was not having a good time. But I'm like, what did I enjoy about it? I was like, ooh, the food, the cheesesteak. the cheesesteak, in case you didn't catch that one. And then also, I've been changing my eyeliner slightly, and when I say slightly, I mean going back to putting eyeliner in my waterline, and also using black eyeliner instead of my brown. And yeah. So basically, this segment is really bad, and I actually hate it. It's actually like like this is Cinderella, and I'm the evil stepmother, right? That's the relationship here. Anyway, so I'm going to talk about the eyeliner first, because who doesn't love eyeliner? Okay, so the types of eyeliner. There are liquid, my favorite, pen, gel, or pencil. And I lied, I actually use pencil, not pen. But like, to me, it's a pen, because pencils are wood, but pens are plastic, and my one's definitely plastic. It's like, but it's a retractable one. Anyway, I don't use gel, but I will be honest, I do just use a dark brown eyeshadow as eyeliner sometimes. So I feel like that's like same vibe. So I think I would really enjoy gel eyeliner. When was it invented? It was invented in like 10,000 BCE. It was invited October 26, 2024, onto my eyeballs. It was originally made from coal, not coal. Like, it was made from KOHL, not COAL, which I kind of knew, but I didn't know. I did have to Google it. Basically, they're just, coal is for eyeliner. Coal is like the thing that kills the earth. It was, now it's made from like chemicals, obviously, but like one of the things was like titanium, something or other. I don't know. I'm not a chemist. So I feel like I like trying to Google it, but I kind of just took a guess because TikTok didn't give me anything. I wasn't going to use Google. Like the current trend I feel is like the Billie Eilish look, which is like tight lining, and that's pretty much it, which is kind of what I do. Sometimes I do add a little bit of a wing, but I don't do a dramatic wing. I've never been a dramatic wing eye girly. I've done it, but it's not been my vibe. Okay, this is what I wrote down, and I feel like it's very important that I share this with you. Tight lining, everybody's obsessed besides my mum. She thinks it blinds you. She hasn't done a proper beat in a decade, but did go to cosmetology school, which is true. Well, I don't know if she went to cosmetology school, but she did training. I don't know if in makeup she did nails and stuff, but she was a beauty girl, which is really funny because now she has such a butch job. Hey, women can do all of it. But also, yes, she hasn't worn a proper beat in a decade. She wears mascara, and guess what? That's amazing, and I love that for her. I think she doesn't do more than that, but it's mainly mascara, and I'm proud of her. I'm proud that she embraces her true beauty. I'm not laughing because my mom's ugly or anything. My mom's very pretty, and I love her. But I just thought it was funny that I said it. Yeah. So what's my relationship with eyeliner? As I said, sometimes I put it in my waterline, and when I do, it hurts my eyes, but I still do it. If I ever do eyeshadow, I always do it. I did have a moment when I was first getting it out, and I do it sometimes still, is I would just do a little flick, so it kind of imitates eyelashes, so it looks like my eyes are bigger. It's a very good trick. If you use a brown eyeliner, and literally, I'm trying to describe this in words. I'm doing it with my hand, but it's not coming out. It's not coming out audibly. You put it where your waterline meets the outside of your eye, the outer corner, not the inner corner, the outer corner. And then you literally follow the bottom line up a bit. And then it looks like a lash. And make sure I look bigger. Trust me. I do it every time, and you don't look like you have eyeliner on. It just looks like you have a full lash. It's great. And also you can just put right on the top of your eyelid, or enhance the look of your mascara, your eyelashes. Anyway, what else do I do? I do put it under my eye, underneath as well, my waterline underneath. It can be a real good look, honestly. I kind of vibe with it. First time I wore eyeliner was to my grad from high school. Oh, that was the first time I did a beat and I wore a dress. It was very controversial. You can hear the chair squeaking. So what? You know what? For everyone who complains about the chair, think about this. Someone else has to sit in this chair and tell you what, I am sweating serious style. I feel bad for the chair and I feel bad who has to sit in it next. Am I going to wipe it off? Of course. But still, like I'm not even sticking, I am slipping. That's how much there is. I feel like I'm in a water park. You know, when you're in a boat and like water has come on and it's on your seat? That's what I feel like. Only it's not cool salt water. It's, salt water for hot. Sorry, I don't want to talk about my sweaty butt anymore. I don't want to talk about that. I have no idea what I was talking about. Eyeliner. Yeah. I think that's all I have to talk about. Oh yeah, I wore a dress. It was a big deal. That's about it. That's all I have to do. That's all I have about eyeliner. Now let's talk about Philly Cheesesteak. Philly Cheesesteak. This is something I actually did for real try for the first time the other day. The types. There are the normal kind, a chicken kind, a pizza kind. There's also different forms, such as pizza, nachos, sliders, and then I said basically anything you put most ingredients on an edible base, which doesn't really make sense, but what I mean is like the cheesesteak is a topping and you have whatever underneath. So you can have nachos, you can have burgers, you can have pasta, all that stuff. I just had like the normal one with barbecue sauce. I had the barbecue sauce and it was good. It was invented by Pat Oliveri. I can't pronounce that. I'm sorry, Pat. My bad. You're dead now because this is the 1930s, but still. The ingredients, like what's it made out of? See how they are parallels? See. I actually thought about this. Yeah. The ingredients are, and I'm quoting directly, beef, cheese, hoagie roll, and then there's also other stuff like mushroom, sauces, capsicum, onion, other crap like that. Okay, and then I looked up the trend. I did Google it this time, and basically they're meant to grow in popularity, and I think they will because I'm talking about them, guaranteed. On Saturday, tomorrow, blown up. You go to Google something and be Philly Cheesesteak because I talked about it. Guaranteed. Yeah. Oh, and also, apparently, the trend is like burgers, like a Philly Cheesesteak burger, which to me just feels like Philly Cheesesteak in a different role. So I don't know how I feel about that, but I would eat it. I freaking love burgers so much. Oh my god, I don't know how, but I'm going to talk about burgers next episode, guaranteed. And I'm also going to to hook you for next week, it should be next week, because you just missed me so much. But next episode, we are going to talk about, we're doing a new segment called Group Chat Spam Rehab, where I try and rehabilitate myself from spamming in my favorite 3-person group chat. And also, we talk about burgers. What about burgers? No idea. I might just sit here and talk about how much I like them. Ooh, no. I'm going to rank cheeseburgers. So, this week's question that everyone will definitely answer. What cheeseburgers should I rank? I'm going to do homemade, McDonald's, Hungry Jack's, can you tell that's the 2 places I go? Red Rooster doesn't have one. Okay, I'm actually just going to do a burger. I'm going to do the burger of each place. I'm going to do a Whopper. I'm going to do a Zinger burger. Actually, I'm not going to do a Zinger. I don't know. I'm going to figure it out, but I'm going to rank burgers next episode. I don't know what segment that's going to be a new segment. New segment that I haven't planned out and have just sort of now Rankin that thing with an A. Yeah. Alright, I haven't actually talked about Philly cheesesteak. My opinion on Philly cheesesteak. She bangs. She bangs. Bangs hard. She does it. I can't even explain it. I don't know. It was good. It was that taste of that thing. You know that taste? It was a good taste. Like, I used to not like that taste, but now I like that taste. Because I like pickle. It didn't have pickles from memory, or maybe it did, but it tasted like it did. And I don't like pickles, but I liked it. Next time I probably wouldn't have pickles. But I love it, because guess what? It is literally just beef and cheese sauce. And a sauce you're choosing. It is so basic. I love it. I love a basic meal. I love a 3-ingredient thing. Like, I love a cheeseburger. My favorite meal of all time. I have 2 favorite meals. Cheeseburger or burger, but probably a cheeseburger with a vanilla cola and chips, or any stir fry. Legitimately any sauce, whatever. I just want meat and vegetables fried by being stirred. That's all I want. My favorite though is either teriyaki or like a honey, like garlic one. Honey, garlic and honey. Anyway, we are actually making good time. I'm so good at this. Reporter time. Podcaster time. What did I say last time? Call her daddy. What's a good podcast? Who's the guy who no one likes and is a loser and is bored? You know the guy. Seth Rogen. No, he. You know the one I'm talking about. Where he just says wild stuff. He had Donald Trump on, and he has, I don't know, that guy. It might be Seth Rogen. It's not Seth Rogen. That's the actor. Hang on. He runs UFC. You know who I'm talking about. Me being upset that you won't respond as if you're here. I can't find Google on my iPad. What am I Googling? UFC owner. Okay, I'm just being quiet. Oh yeah, Dana White. No, it's not Dana White. He's on. He just recently. I don't know his name, but I know so much tea about him. I know he joined the Meta like board of directors, which, hey, crazy. Why is he doing that? Also, hey, crazy. Why is Linda McMahon being in the Department of Education, where she's gonna get rid of her own job? Insane. And we can't get into it. I try very hard not to talk about politics, but especially lately, I want to talk about politics so bad. You know what? Episode 5, we're talking about politics. We're doing politics episode. I'm going to have, actually, speaking of, I'm going to have a guest soon. I don't know who. I am tempted to, the thing is, our first guest is not going to be anyone you care about. It's going to be someone I care about. I'm thinking of 2 people. One of them is listening to this right now. You know who you are. Yeah, you do. Or, I don't know why, but I feel like she'd do it. My old English teacher from high school. I might ask her. But yeah. Or, alternatively, I might do someone actually from UC. I don't know. I'm trying to think of like people I interact with, but like the only people I interact with are people at UCFM, or like my tutors and like lecturers. I could do like Rachel Campbell. Why not? Chuck her on. Actually, I feel like, okay. I need to go. Well, again, overtime, but I think doing one about music, because I love music, but I don't know anything about the creation of music. Like, I don't know what a chord is. And Rachel Campbell, if you don't know, she's the unit conveyor for a lot of stuff, and she runs a lot of the stuff here. She's kind of head honcho for a lot of people. I feel like that could be like to try something new, is trying music. I'll make a pop song. Me and Rachel Campbell. She hasn't agreed to this, and I don't know if I can talk about it. But me and her, we're making the next song of the summer. Okay, you know what? I'm not even going to cut for the next segment. We're doing the next segment, which is called Put You On, I think. It's basically where I give you some recommendations. It could be a movie, a book. It's never going to be a book. It could be a show, a song. It's probably always going to be a song. As I said, Mayhem by Lady Gaga. Banger, 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 banger. Not in the mood for it. It's okay, but Bruno and Lady both did other songs. If I did that right, and that's how many songs there are, 8. But the highlights for me, see, it's changed every day since it came out. Like, I have had 4 different favorite songs, but I think it's like Garden of Eden, Zombie Boy, Killer, Feet, I don't know, some guy. And then, sorry, I'm just getting it up. Again, I could just pause. Anyway, Perfect Celebrity. Oh, I think she references the 2009 VMAs, and Princess Diana. Either way, sick. Shadow of a Man, that's a good one. Blade of Grass is the only one that I'm not really vibing at the moment. But like when I'm sad, that's what I'm going to be bumping, guaranteed. Other things I've been getting into. Slow Hands by Niall Horn and Strip That Down by Liam Payne. I also recently, like a few hours ago, dipped back into my Leslie Gore obsession. I listened to If I Were a Boy or something, or I Wish I Were a Boy, because they did she post death posted like an EP of like Women's Day songs, and she had, I don't know, sorry, I'm getting distracted, but yeah, I love Leslie Gore. I had a whole phase. Her It's My Party, like the album and the song, phenomenal, loved it, love her. And her and Taylor Swift are the same person, just she's a doo-wop singer and Taylor Swift is pop. Other things I'm listening to, I'm obsessed with Bold and the Beautiful at the moment because I finished every other podcast, so I'm listening to that. Oh my god, since we talked about wrestling, I will talk about wrestling. John Cena's heel turn? I can't believe I didn't mention that. John Cena turned heel. Crazy. And also, Naomi attacked Jade Cargill and Bianca Belair did not know. That's the best. If you take anything from today, YouTube, I love how I'm using YouTube as a verb. YouTube, Jade's return and Bianca's reaction, or the last SmackDown when Naomi admits to attacking Jade. Both really good. Like the acting from Bianca and Naomi, mouth agape. What else can I talk about? I haven't read a book, believe it or not. The Lazy Song by Bruno Mars, I've been bumping that crazy style. I love Bruno Mars, especially that album, like that one, Runaway Baby, Grenade, you know that one. You know that one. We all know that one from like 2012, 2011. But that was on my iPod. Like, loved it. Yeah, that's about it. I'm trying to think of one more thing because I feel like I don't have enough. I do have enough. I said like 16 things. Anxiety by Doechii. So glad she put the single version of that out. Oh my god. Last night at like 10 p.m, so it feels like 3 days ago, I got into Japan, which is like a glam rock band. I've heard one of their songs before. It's called Adolescent Sex. Such a good song. Love it. Liked all of it. I've listened to it like 3 or 4 times. Really good. Anyway, so I think that's what we're doing. We're doing glam rock, doo-wop, and 2017 pop. that's the genres we're in now. New metal's over. And speaking of disco, let's play that funky music again. I'm sorry. I will never say funky or music or let's play or anything again. I'm truly so sorry. Goodbye, brother.